This is the Intuitive Heroine's Guide to the game-changing energy of the next 6 weeks. It's all happening right now in this moment. I mean, breathe it in and just take this moment to return to yourself. Because the energy right now is a lot. If you're not feeling it, check a pulse, my friends. Check a pulse. There's energy happening here, earthbound, and there's some energetic energy happening, which is really dynamic. And they are both happening at the same time, which is why my intuition was really clear 2 days ago on Monday. And Monday was a peak day. I'm going to get to that. But my intuition was really clear. It was like, you don't want them to miss it, so turn up to teach it. And that's what this is. This is your guide to what the fuck's going on and what are you going to do about it? What's going on and what are you going to do about it as the intuitive heroine? It's my absolute delight to be your guide. I'm Deb D, the founder of the BeHER Collective. And what we're doing, we're on a mission to inspire and engage 1 million intuitive heroines globally. Yeah, this is the first year of that. This is our foundation year. So we're just beginning. I'm going to also talk more about that and what that means for you. We are in the foundation of this dream coming true. And I want you to know you're already one of the million because you are an intuitive heroine. Let me break it down for you because not everyone's going to feel it. Okay? I know this for a fact. It's a fact. This isn't me telling stories. This is real. Breathe this in and be like, yeah, that's true. That's actually true for me. You were born intuitive. We all were. We all were. It's our first sense. So you've already got the intuitive part. You were born intuitive. And you were also born as the heroine. You were born as the main character of your life. That happens to all of us. That first breath is intuition coming online, and it's us in our first expression of, I'm here. This is my story. This is my life. And this is what's going to happen next from that first breath. So we are all intuitive heroines. And I get it. It may not feel that way because of, years and generations of our intuition being squashed or silenced or undervalued. So maybe you don't feel like you're really intuitive or you don't know how to be intuitive. You may be there, or you may be someone who has been hanging out with me for a few years and been turning up to the circles and the teaching, and you got jiggy with it. You worked that intuitive muscle and you're like, oh, actually, no, I get guided by my intuition all the time now. We're all there somewhere. And that heroine status, as shared, we started there. And our beautiful lives can take us off of this alignment, right? So you are the intuitive heroine. The intuitive heroine is reclaiming that intuitive wisdom because it was kind of squashed and, you're picking up that part. And then what happens when you reclaim is then you remember who the fuck you are. And then when you remember who you are, that automatically shifts you back into heroine status. They're the 3 moves of the alignment of the intuitive heroine. So we're all intuitive heroines and we're all living in this moment now. This moment now is a pivotal moment in the revolution. The whole 2020s has been a revolution. We've had years of change and dynamics and transformation. We're now in the age of Aquarius. It is all going down, my friends. And you look outside your window, you look on the screen of your phone, and you are going to see it. The revolution is underway. And the intuitive heroine has a part to play. And over the next 6 weeks, there's some big energy that creates an amazing opportunity for you. And this is the part where my intuition was like, You don't want them to miss it, do you? So turn up to teach. So here I am. I am your guide. I am your spiritual teacher. I am your magical playmate. And I do invite you now to anchor into, I'm intuitive. I'm the heroine. Doesn't matter where I am on this spectrum. I am her. And now Deb is going to guide me in what's going on so that you can harness this energy of the next 6 weeks, because you want to do that because it's going to be playing out for years. Yeah, this is the moment. This is the moment. So I'm serious when I say take a breath or get more comfortable or grab your paper and your pen, because I am committed to being the teacher that doesn't just talk about it. What we need is embodiment and the moves to make. That's actually what we need right now. 2026 is asking for embodiment, and years of teaching has shown me really clearly that we need to lift it off the page of the book. We need to get it out of our journal and dream time. We need to get it away from our ears of that amazing podcast episode that we just listened to and actually do the thing, begin to embody it and align with it and be in the identity and the muscle and the movement of it. That's how we actually move our worlds and the world. So grab your paper and pen. Decide in this moment, I am the intuitive heroine, and I'm now going to become informed about what's the game changer energy. And then I'm going to guide you in what's your move. Okay, so giddy up. I see a whole heap of intuitive heroines here. Thank you for joining me. Feel free to add anything in the chat at any point in time. Maybe I'll see it, maybe I won't, because I can get a little bit carried away when I'm teaching, and also the chat moves fast on my screen. But please engage, be inspired, engage in yourself, and let's do this thing. Okay, the first thing I want to share is the lens. There's a particular lens we need to ensure we are looking through right now. We want to be doing it in this moment in particular, but actually we want the BeHER lens kind of like all the time. So the BeHER lens. The BeHER lens acknowledges this. The world is doing the world right now. There's some crazy town. The revolution is underway. There's injustice everywhere. It's rage-inducing. It's tiring. It's so many things. This is happening. And we don't want to go to the other extreme, which is, well, I'm the intuitive heroine, so I'm just going to sit in my room and journal. No, we're not doing spiritual bypassing, and we're not also forgetting who the fuck we are in this moment. Right? So we're not at either one of these extremes. The lens I want to invite you into is this: bring them both in. Bring them both in. I spoke about this at the New Moon Circle for those who were there, where we want to be tuned into the outside world as well as our inside world. Always. Because as the intuitive heroine, you are here for a reason. You are living in this moment in time, inside this revolution, the age of Aquarius, everything that we see going on. No accident, my friend. You have a part to play. And so we have to acknowledge the world. And we also have to acknowledge that we bring our intuition and our heroine status, and what am I going to do about that, into alignment. And we look through the lens of both. From that position, from that place, then you're anchored in your power. It's like it's a callback power place. I'm not stuck over here where it's all so fucking horrible. And I'm not also spiritually bypassing over here with la, 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 la. No, we're bringing it in. We are this and that. We are a yes and. And then when we are connected to I will see it all, we see not only what is happening on the ground, that is coming through our screens, that is in conversation, that is in the collective consciousness right now with like, what is going on? Like with all the different wars, all the different violence, all of the different injustices, as well as the people power coming up, like all of that's going on. And at the same time, there's a story energetically playing out that I can also connect to. Because as the intuitive heroine, we're always looking on the outside, but not just the outside of like, what's on the news? What's the government's doing? Or what's the latest injustice? Not just that. We're also looking through the lens of what's this energetic moment? And this is where it gets really good. And this is the part where my intuition was like, it's happening now. Please, can you turn up to share this with them, to give them some guidance? Because this is at service to all intuitive heroines. Yeah, so let's do that. We're going to look through this lens of Neptune, Saturn, and our upcoming eclipse season. So there's 3 energetic shifts that I'm going to break it down, what's going on, and then better than that, we're going to do the damn thing, and I'm going to guide you in over the next 6 weeks. How do I anchor my energy? How do I channel this? How do I say yes and to this? And we all deserve that right now, because if you're anything like me, I've had to do some work in coming back to self. Like, it's felt like my nervous system has just like been jolted, and it's happening more than once, right? The world at the moment is given a lot. And so we're going to balance that out with, and what else is there, and what is my part to play within this? Bringing it home, my friends, we are bringing it home. So we are now going to move into the guide for the next 6 weeks. I'm going to work through those 3 shifts, and then what are you going to do about it? And I want to just make this really clear. This is also a yes and. You can choose yourself and what's going to make a big difference to you in your life, as well as turning up for the world right now. You can be both. You are going to take care of yourself, but you're going to remember yourself. We're not going to get squashed and further silenced in this moment. There is a power position, and this is it. Mhm. Okay, let's begin with, what are these shifts? Now, before I even say what they are, I just want to say really clearly, there's a lot shifting. 2026 has got it's really come out of the gate ready to roll, right? There's a lot going on. So we want to be mindful of really taking care of ourselves. We're moving into this fire horse energy, which is really fast. This is the year to make sure that you are pacing and refilling and looking after yourself so we don't burn out because of that nervous system jolt as well. So first thing, intuitive heroines, how you looking after yourself? Like, what's that move? We all need that now. And it's going to empower us to say yes to these 3 big energy moves. Okay, we've already had one. It was Monday. So on Monday, just a couple of days ago, on the 26th, Neptune moved into Aries at 0 degrees. Neptune is the planet of dreams. Neptune is the planet of illusion and dream and possibility and our spiritual practice. Like, it's essentially all sides of a dream. The light, the shadow, that it brings dreams. And it's just moved into Aries. Aries is the fire warrior. Aries asks, what am I here to do? What is my fire? What is my passion? Aries is I energy, me, bringing it home to me. Dream, me, 0 degrees, brand new dream, brand new dream, brand new dream, new era. Put that in your back pocket, my friends, because you are going to be in this energy of Neptune and Aries for years. This is the beginning of a bigger era, new dreams now for all of us. But I want you to claim it for yourself, your dream. Now, I'm going to get into some more details when I get into the guidance, but I want to just now move to Saturn. So Saturn is about to make a move. And did you guess it? Into Aries at 0 degrees. Now, Saturn can be kind of seen as like this opposite of Neptune because it's not about dreams. It's about structure, responsibility, scaffolding, taking the steps, turning up. That's Saturn in Aries, which is I'm the fire warrior. I'm here to do something. I've got some fire and energy that I want to channel at 0 degrees and it's brand new. I got a new plan brewing. And look at that, my friends, again. Oh, do you see what we're doing here? We're bringing both of them into focus because when we add Neptune and Saturn in Aries at 0 degrees, we get Saturn helping us out with making this dream come true. Yeah, spirit fingers for that one, my friends. It's not just Neptune off in imagination, it's Neptune supported by Saturn with like, okay, so here's the dream. So how are we going to actually create some structure about that? So the dream becomes a reality. The dream becomes a reality. 0 degrees Aries. Aries is the first sign of our astrological zodiac. It's beginning. It begins with you. It's at 0 degrees. Neptune, it's going to be there for years. Saturn, about 2.5 years. But wait, there's more. There's more. Just take that in. The more is the eclipse season. We're going to start to brew more into that once we get on the other side of our full moon that's happening on Sunday, my birthday. Thank you very much. So happy I got a full moon for my birthday. But the eclipse season coming up, our first eclipse is a solar eclipse, which means it happens at the new moon, and it's in the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of the revolution, the revel, the I'm going to create some new ideas. There's a new future for us. It's innovation. It's community. It's people power. It's the age of Aquarius right now. And this is the first eclipse we get in this Aquarius energy, which is actually the beginning of quite a few eclipses in Aquarius energy for about the next couple of years. So are you picking up what I am putting down? The eclipse is going to highlight, bring a whole heap of solar and moon energy to Aquarius, which is the revolution is underway. And what's your part to play in creating our future, in creating your future? And then we continue. On the 20th, we're in the eclipse season now. On the 20th of February, Saturn and Neptune actually come and start kissing in the sky, conjunction. Astrologers don't say kissing, but I see it. It's kind of like they're turning up as playmates saying, okay, right, when you have a play date with someone and you turn up and you're like, okay, right, well, we'll start with this and then we'll start with that and we'll play this and then maybe we'll go for a swim and have a snack. It's kind of like Saturn and Neptune are doing that. They're kind of coming together just after that big energy of the eclipse that says, whoa, here's the revolution. You've got a dream inside that. You've got a part to play inside that. And then we're supported by the rest of the eclipse season. And eclipses are always about changing the game, shaking it up, getting us on our path, getting out of the way what's ever in our path that's in our way. Eclipses are always soul direction. Whew. Take a breath. That's a lot, isn't it? And I didn't even tell you all the things. We didn't even talk about Mars or Pluto. Feel free, if you're interested, to find an astrologer that you really admire, love, respect, like how she talks about it, and feel free to go deeper. But I'm going to stay with that because this is what's directing intuitive heroines with this game changer energy over the next 6 weeks, what you're going to do about it. Because the next 6 weeks, while all of this is happening, if you can harness it and seed it in your alignment, in your embodiment, it is going to be the foundation of your new era, be the foundation of your dream. And we've got some time, my friends, because it will play out. Eclipses always activate the next 6 months. Saturn is going to be there for 2.5 years. Neptune is going to be there for years. We got time, people. We're also at a 1 year where we begin a new 9 cycle. So what does that mean for now? Now, this is where you get your paper and pen. This is the actual how-to part. Are you all with me? I hope so, because this is what happens for me. I'm just like, when I do this magical maths, I'm like, oh, I add it all up. That makes so much sense to me. Like, that's the energy, therefore that's the move. And I want to be really clear. I want to be a clear guide. So if there's anything ever that's not clear, please let me know, because I want to stay grounded in practical magic, which is the embodiment and the moves of that. So here's the moves. Here's your guide. We start with Neptune. What's your dream? What's your dream? What do you want to bring about? You don't have to do it today. You don't even have to make it happen this year, but you're seeding it. I'll ground it in my example. Mine is inspire and engage 1 million intuitive heroines globally. There it is. That's it. That's my North Star. Now and the years to come. There's going to be so many adventures in that. But that's my dream. That's my dream. If you don't know what your dream is, I want you to feel okay about that, because we're at 0 degrees Aries, which is brand new. So maybe for you, you're like, I'm going to start dreaming. I'm going to start visualizing. I'm going to start giving myself some space. And if you don't know what your dream is, if it doesn't feel like you can say it in a sentence or get your hands on it, then your move to make is start journaling about it. Start asking girlfriends to let's have conversations about dreams. Start noticing what you're being drawn towards. Ask yourself this: if I was unafraid, I would. If there was nothing in my way, what would I do? What's my move? What do I want to bring about for me and the world? If you do know what your dream is, like me, you may be somewhere, you may be like, I'm starting to get a sense it's got something to do with flowers and connecting to nature, or it's got something to do with my teaching and my writing, or you still may be in form, which means you're going to do what I shared with the people who are at that 0 degrees with like, I'm not quite sure yet. Have the conversations, do the writing, find what music you're connected to, what kind of conversations do you want to have right now. Just open up to it. And if you are open to it and you can say it in a sentence, you can get your hand on it, your move is this: what is the one embodied thing that I can do now that is making it come true? Don't have to make the whole dream come true, but what can I do now? What can I embody now that is going to make this true? Anchor it, claim it. And now, if you're going like, okay, Deb, that sounds really great, but how the fuck do I do that? This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Every day you're affirming it. This is what I've been doing since I said yes to the mission of 1 million intuitive heroines. Every day I'm either like feeling it through my body as I'm dancing to a song, or I'm writing it in my journal. Like I'm literally writing in my journal. I am inspiring and engaging 1 million intuitive heroines. How fucking great is that? Can't wait to see what happens next. But you're claiming it. This is all we need to do at 0 degrees Aries, is claim the dream. If you're still finding your way to actually getting your hands on it, then play there. Stay open and curious, because you're going to be supported by Saturn. And Saturn says, I'm going to help you find some structure around this. So once you've claimed it, then you decide, what is it that I can do now that is going to support that? What can I do now? Like literally do. Change, alter, pivot, realign. How am I going to turn up for it? So for me, this is what I'm doing right now. It's like if I want to inspire and engage intuitive heroines, I'm listening to my intuition. My intuition said, go and speak to them live on Wednesday, and here I am. This is something that I can do. A part of what I've been shown right now is you just turn up and start speaking about it, Deb. All the heroines are going to hear. Everyone's going to find their way. My alignment is turning up for it. So how are you turning up for it? For some people, it's going to be about starting something new. And it may be that thing that you're like, because Saturn does this, right? Saturn's like, you really need to do that. And you're like, but I don't want to do that. That doesn't really feel very fun. You really need to do that. So it's things like if you're wanting to bring in new abundance for yourself, then Saturn may say, okay, well, can you look at the credit card bill? Because I really need you to look at the credit card bill because we need to get some structure around the spending. Or if you're wanting to fall in love, it might be Saturn might say, so what's your move in the love playground? How are you going to say yes to this? Are you just going to start journaling with like, I'm opening up to meeting someone new? Or you may be, actually, I'm going to say yes to that setup from my coworker. Or it could be, I'm going to try that online thing again. But you're picking up what I'm putting down. You're actually doing something. Just a simple thing. We're not trying to make the dream come true now in this moment because it's at 0 degrees Aries. Aries is, this is me. So we want it in the body, something that you're actually doing. And that's all that you need for your alignment and the universe to say, giddy up, we've begun. And we don't want to get too far into our planning because we've got eclipse season and this Aquarius solar energy and the whole of the eclipse energy. And eclipse energy is, let me help you out with your alignment, with what's in your way or which way do you need to go. It's the great cosmic shift, right? It's the moment of like things can change. Like, let me tell you this, because it just dropped in. They used to, and when I say they, I'm talking about people who were following the sky but didn't have the same like consciousness of understanding astrology like we do now. And what used to happen was a whole heap of fear around eclipse season because they would notice the sky's doing this weird thing, like our solar eclipse coming up. It'll be the sun and the moon will align and we'll end up with this ring of fire. So much fire is coming. We end up with this ring of fire for this solar eclipse, right? And imagine if you're looking up at the sky and suddenly there's a ring of fire, but you didn't get the memo from me here on Substack or from your favorite astrologer that an eclipse is coming, and then suddenly there's a ring of fire in the sky. Well, that's new. Wasn't expecting that. And then what happened next is they noticed things changed. They were like, whoa, every time that happens, things change, things realign, things that are unexpected, or things suddenly click into place. But they felt the power of it, which is why there was, for some, this fear around eclipses and a little bit like, whoa, what's going to happen? And it can feel like that. But I like to see an eclipse like a ride at an amusement park. Choose the roller coaster if you like big thrills, or maybe just choose the merry-go-round if you're just like, I just want to be comfortable and moving, whatever the ride is. But you need to let the ride do the thing. That's what an eclipse is, which means we don't want to hold on too tightly to this is the dream and this is exactly how it's going to work and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and it's going to come true in exactly this way. No. Because the eclipse is helping us in this energy with saying, I'm going to open up the path. Anything that's in the way, I'm going to get rid of it. Anything that needs to come in the way, I'm going to start to set that up and align it for you, which means the intuitive heroine's role in an eclipse season is to be open, listening, flexible, poised, ready to grab or release. So you want to mix all of that energy together over the next 6 weeks. I am going to anchor my dream. Even if I don't know how to define it, I'm going to own it. It's mine. I'm going to bring it embodied And I'm going to bring a little bit of this Saturn energy to meet this Neptune energy, and I'm going to start to just build some structure around it. One of the greatest structures you can build around a dream is the belief in it. Somebody wants to start there, right? We all want to start there, but I got a real clear sense for someone. It's just like you believing it is the first layer of scaffolding. So we're bringing in the dream of our new era, the next story, the next alignment and evolution for us. We're bringing some structure and belief to it, and then we're going to allow the eclipse energy to show us the way. And that's it. That's the move for the intuitive heroine for the next 6 weeks. Don't think right now, okay, so what does that mean is going to happen in 6 weeks? Because you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen with the eclipse season. You don't know how your dream might transform once you start to be curious and play with it, right? You have to stay in the moment. And what is the day giving? Let me give you an example. Yesterday, I had a really tender and also deep conversation with a woman in our community around the BeHER community and its future and where it's at right now. And it really felt like we didn't have any answers. We had so many questions, so much curiosity. This woman, it's our beautiful Rose. Rose helps us with sister support inside the community. She's kind of like our HR, but in a much more fun, magical way. And it was a long conversation and there were so many questions and no answers. And I said to Rose, I'm going to do what I do now, especially knowing that the eclipse season is coming, which is just say to the universe, and over to you. I am committed to this and I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm going to be curious and I'm going to be in my listening. Over to you. This morning, my journaling was furious. Partly inspired by a magic circle the community had last night. Holly Gooden, who is a magical, powerful woman, brought her witch magic and tarot into the community last night. It was amazing. And then this morning, my journaling was furious. It was like I started to get the structure and the scaffolding. I can't wait to tell the community about it. And everyone here on Substack, I will tell you about that as it rolls out. But I don't need to do everything about that today, because we're at 0 degrees. We're still moving into the eclipse season. And so I'm playing with these possibilities. I've shared some of it with Rose. I will wait for more information. I will let it live inside me. This is what we're doing. Intuitive heroines, if it's not clear, let me make this really clear right now. Now is the time to say yes to a new dream. Say yes to the fact that it is going to come true. Maybe not in the way you thought it would, but it is going to come true because all the energy is moving there. And then say yes to the slipstream of energy that the universe gives us, which is beautiful, expansive eclipse energy, which is going to clear the way for that dream. 0 degrees. It's brand new for you. And at the moment, this is the move you can make when the outside world, what is actually happening out there, makes you feel really disempowered. I want you to remember who the fuck you are. And remember this moment. I get to choose my dream. And I get to choose what I'm going to do about it. Mm-hmm. Okay, heroines, I am here for any curiosities or any questions. You can ask me here on Substack, or if you're not here, you're catching this replay in any other way, send me an email, Deborah@thebehercollective.com. But I have a special invitation for intuitive heroines, which is also happening now in amongst all of this energy. On the 11th of February, which is a couple of Wednesdays away, like literally a couple of Wednesdays away, I am beginning with a cohort of women the BeHER journey. It's the 12 weeks of embodying the intuitive heroine, doing the damn thing. It's an actual journey. So it's not like I turn up to class and then next class it's going to be different and then next class it's going to be different. No. This is a journey. Each step builds towards where we arrive at, which is the embodiment of this intuitive heroine, right? So the journey is intuitive wisdom. How do I see myself in that way? How do I connect to this intuition that I have? It's mine. How do I turn on the wisdom? And then we free her. In the journey, we let go of all of those things that are in the way, those old beliefs, those old stories. Like, come on, get out. We're remembering who the fuck we are. We're freeing ourselves to be her. And then we be her. So it's a 12-week journey. There's already 7 women on the journey. And we begin on the 11th of February. And there is space for more women to join us. I am going to be adding into the comments. I'm going to be emailing people. You can reach out to me directly. There is space available in the circle for the woman now who is like, okay, Deb, I get it. This is a big moment. I can feel myself wanting to turn up for this moment. I really want to know more about my intuition, but maybe I don't know so much. I've got a dream. It's in there somewhere. Like, if any of this has spoken to you, but you're also feeling a little bit like, I need a map. Like, what do I do? Then that's the journey. I am your guide. Your intuition is your compass. And we open up the map and we go on the journey so that you can shift from the inside out into the embodiment of the intuitive heroine. I'm so freaking excited. The women who are already in the journey have already said yes. And there's a yes in there for other women. If this is for you, say yes. And the first step you want to take is to reach out to me and I will send you more information. There's an opportunity to connect with me if you want to talk about it. There's all these ways that you can find your yes anchored in on the 11th of February. I am turning up into the circle with those women who are like, yeah, we're about to begin a journey that is going to change everything. So excited. And in this moment, I'm excited about my dream and I'm also aware of needing to take care of myself. This also came out in the tarot session last night with Holly, and I was feeling it. Monday, whoa, big energy. Tuesday, I was funky, unfocused all day. Today, I'm good because I'm here with you, one of my favorite places to be. But I want to invite this for intuitive heroines, big energy right now. Whether it's just like 3 seconds, 3 breaths, or 3 minutes to just breathe, or even that 30 minutes that you can take for yourself to be in the breath of and the being of, I've got this. I know myself. I'm going to make choices that are good for me. And you're going to listen to intuitive guidance that is going to tell you what you need. Maybe a nap, maybe a hug, maybe a scream. We channel and we work with the energy of now. We're not ignoring it. We're turning up for it. And we're going that way. Yeah, okay, please let me know how this lands. If you know your dream, you could tell me. I would love to hear. And if the BeHER journey is something you are interested in, if your curiosity is like, I think I'm a yes for that, or maybe I'm a maybe, please reach out to me and I will share more with you. We are all on a journey here at the BeHER Collective. My intention as your guide is that each time I come to teach and share with you, that you feel a little better so that you can do a little better for yourself and for the world. For we are the resource the world needs right now. The intuitive heroines, giddy up. It's big time. And the next 6 weeks, we harness it all and we seed new dreams. Big love. I'll see you next time I'm live.